Hello everyone and welcome to this video in which we'll be looking at a reading comprehension exercise from slot 3 of CAT 2023 paper. We're going to be solving this exercise of course together, but in this video specifically I'm only going to be reading the passage and I'm going to be telling you that what information is it that we're trying to take away from the passage after we finish reading it. So let's get started with this particular passage. This is a passage on the nutmeg curse by Ghosh. And when you start reading the passage, first line itself actually sets a very nice precedent of what this passage is going to be about. In the very first line, we have been told that the biggest challenge, in bracket, it's been given nutmeg curse by Ghosh, which tells me that this is about a book written by an author named Ghosh. And what is this book about? In this book, he is throwing down a challenge to the prevailing understanding of when climate crisis started. Immediately, first sentence sets the main topic of discussion. First sentences of paragraphs and often of passages as well are very, very important things to focus upon because they can easily tell you most of the times what to look forward in terms of content in the passage. And clearly from the first line, I can understand that the author of this passage is going to be talking about a book written by someone named Ghosh. And that book is called The Nutmeg Curse. And the book is about our understanding of when the climate crisis started. So calendar-wise understanding of climate crisis. And what is climate crisis? We should be knowing that it's mostly talking about the global warming that we are experiencing currently. So it's going to be talking about that. And he's going to challenge the existing understanding of when it started, when its timeline is. And in a later sentence, very important sentence to focus upon, it says that Ghosh takes this history at least 3 centuries back to the start of European colonialism. So people often say that the climate crisis began with industrial age because that's when we started polluting things, we started burning a lot of fossil fuel, but Ghosh takes this history 3 centuries back. That's how he's resetting the calendar. Now the rest of this entire passage is about specific details that he gives in terms of how European colonialism has contributed towards climate crisis at least 3 centuries before the 18th century, which means 18th century, 1700s, so 3 centuries before it is in the 1400s itself. When colonialism started, at that point of time itself, the global warming or the climate crisis had begun. So after that, it's pure facts in this paragraph. Next paragraph also gives us details about the things that we attribute as reasons towards climate crisis, like heat waves and storms and floods and droughts and wildfires. Some of these are reasons, some of these are consequences of the climate crisis. And then Ghosh has written about all of this. And in this book, he's naming the book as a curse, which means that he is actually using the way that people used to denote nature as a person. So that's what has been written here in this last sentence of the second paragraph. Very important sentence to focus upon. Ghosh has quoted many non-European sources to inquire into the relationship between humans and the world around them so that they can question the prevalent way of looking at Earth as an inert object to be exploited to the maximum. That's how we look at Earth right now, is what Ghosh is saying. But he's saying that there is a very non-European kind of a sense. If you think about it, even we worship different aspects of nature itself and we treat it as a living entity, but then of late, because of modernization, we have been treating it as a commodity, as an inert object. And Ghosh is challenging that entire aspect of why should be treated like an inert object. And that is a very big reason why we are exploiting it without much of thought. So that's what is the point he's making in the next paragraph. And towards the end of that paragraph, he is again just continue to talk about climate crisis. Very, very simple details. You don't even have to focus upon every single word of the rest of the paragraph. You can understand, even without reading it, what he's actually wanted to talk about. And last paragraph, he brings in the fact that why we are exploiting the earth so much, and he's attributing it to the oil economy. He's saying that oil producing companies and superpowers, because they have a vested interest in exploiting nature, in causing global crisis, and that is a very, very big contributor. And they are the ones who have neglected this way of looking at nature as a living thing, along with which we have to adapt ourselves and we have to treat it well. The oil companies don't want us to actually think about Earth like that. And they want us to treat Earth like an inert object which can be exploited. And because of their vested interest, because of their lobbying, we are treating Earth like the way that we are, and because of which we are right now experiencing the climate crisis. That is what is said in the last paragraph. So very simple to read passage. I don't think that there is much in terms of idea as well. I think very, very linearly written. We know that it's about a book. What does the book say? And in that book, how has the opinions been portrayed by the author? That's what the entire passage is. Word count is 520, slightly on the higher side, but nothing out of the ordinary. 520 word passage. It is, of course, a book review because someone has written about the book. In fact, review is also not happening. Nowhere is the author saying that they liked something about the book or disliked something about the book. So no review as such is also happening. Only facts are being presented. Mostly facts are being presented about what Ghosh, the author of the book, has to say about the climate crisis and its timeline. This is probably the only passage, only reading comprehension passage in the course of the last 5 years, from 2020 till 2024. Only passage that has been picked up from an Indian source. The Wire is an Indian magazine and it's a book written by an Indian author, which might also be why the language is so simple to follow because we are so familiar with this kind of writing. So that's why I believe that this passage was very simple to read, and I would say that anyone who has practiced a lot of reading comprehension exercises and taken a lot of mock tests should be able to read it in 2 minutes. In fact, less than 2.5 minutes it should take to read the passage because majority of it is just facts and details. There's only one single opinion about the book, which is that he's challenging the timeline of the climate crisis and is blaming squarely European colonialism and their mindset of exploiting Earth, which has led to the crisis happening. Acceptable time to read, I think, is 3 minutes. Although 3 minutes is very high, I think that this passage, we can definitely save time in the paper. If a passage like this comes up, we should be reading the passage much more quickly. Overall difficulty level, as I've been saying from the very beginning, has been very easy. Few things that we can learn about is the phrase lip service. When you give something lip service, it basically means that people say it but don't actually mean it, and that's how that word is being used here. Let me go back to the passage to show you where lip service is. Know that such framing or just provided lip service. So when people talk about Earth as Earth Mother or Mother Earth, they're just providing lip service. They actually don't treat it like a mother. They treat it like an object of exploitation, and that is what lip service is. It's a very commonly used phrase. And Gaia, you might have heard of this term. Gaia is a Greek word or a Greek terminology for Mother Earth and nature itself. So nature is worshipped as a goddess, and Gaia is the name given to it. So that is what we can actually take away from this passage, right? So stay tuned. We'll have another video in which we will have questions and solutions of this exercise discussed, and the link of that I will put in the description of this video. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.